Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll put toe together and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for room, it's Lacey. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. First score of the game goes up.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Manning. And the misconnection on third down. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Ready to send the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
To the air, it's Simmons. The quick out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards in there.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to punch it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation. After getting nothing done on first down, second, he's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, what a cut! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Direct snap. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the set. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Right on the money. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 17 over Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Gets rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Dances away. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking for a man. It's Manning. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
This offense ready to go back to work. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. On the option. Now the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Using his legs to buy some time. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Tripped up for the tackle. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Manning. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at
a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And now on second down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Easy.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Slams it ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Quarterback looks for a little space. The sneak scores it.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to Gibbs breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Looking to get it in.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Keeps looking downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He breaks his tackle. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his back in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And they'll take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough